Cleveland District State High School is an established school devoted to the creation of a safe, supportive environment where all students are valued. The school prides itself on building positive, meaningful relationships between staff, students, parents, and the wider community, and is committed to developing lifelong learners with the ability to face the challenges of a rapidly changing society. The school offers an engaging curriculum delivered by a dedicated teaching staff with a focus on continuous improvement. The school has reviewed its pedagogical practice and has consequently adopted the Dimensions of Learning model of teaching and learning, embracing this philosophy when considering the cognitive processes involved in rich and authentic classroom experiences. The Dimensions of Learning framework places a strong emphasis on the deliberate development and use of complex reasoning processes, or higher order thinking. The school's staff encourages the students to strive for personal excellence by developing life skills in the 5 dimensions of learning: attitudes and perceptions, the acquisition and integration of knowledge, extension and refinement of knowledge, using knowledge meaningfully, and habits of mind. Within this pedagogical framework, our group's vision is that the school provide a continuity of learning for junior secondary students, preserving the level of engagement and confidence that they have built up in the primary setting and facilitating the creation of a distinct junior school identity. Highly skilled teachers with pedagogical knowledge and practice for this age group would strive for seamlessness in the transition from primary to junior secondary. Teachers and school leaders would take personal and collective responsibility for improving student learning and, as Hattie theorises, continually evaluate the effect of their teaching on students' learning and achievement. By establishing and communicating achievable learning goals, carefully tracking student progress, and celebrating success, the school would realise positive outcomes for all junior secondary students.
Hi, I'm Stuart Duff, Head of Science at Cleveland District State High School. It is necessary to continue focusing on the needs, interests and abilities of each student when planning a program for middle schooling. This unit and the exemplar lessons outlined in this proposal will comprise the most appropriate combination of learning objectives, outcomes and content available to students in this age group's needs and learning.
Year 7 Science Curriculum. This science unit is aligned with the Year 7 Science content descriptor, Interactions between Organisms. Students will investigate their local environment to further develop their understanding of organisms in a hands-on, interactive approach.
I'm Lauren, part of the teaching team here at Cleveland District State High School. By engaging students in a range of learning experiences that build on prior learning and are set in a meaningful and relevant context, they are led to a more scientific understanding of their world and the way that scientists work. It is through this inquiry and investigation that students develop a deeper appreciation of scientific endeavour, of science as an evolving body of knowledge, of the divisional nature of scientific explanations, and of the complex relationship between evidence and ideas.
Hi, I'm Jackson Merrick. I'm a biology science teacher at Cleveland District State High School. This unit has been tailored to support the development and learning of our junior secondary students, with consideration given to 3 key areas: curriculum, our pedagogical approach, and assessment. We promote integration as a strategy within our middle school curriculum. This strategy comprises of 6 different forms of integration: synchronized, curricular, thematic, project-based, school specialized, and community focus. Our integrated approach focuses on the big curriculum ideas based on problems or issues of personal or social significance in the real world. Our pedagogy is fundamentally student-centred. We teach students, not subjects. This unit aims to ensure success for all middle school students by responding to their social, emotional and cognitive needs. We take into account different learning styles, gender preferences, ability and personal interests. This unit also draws on the intellectual qualities such as higher order thinking, knowledge is problematic and connectedness. In turn, allowing activity-based methods of learning, collaborative decision making and students taking responsibility for their own learning. Middle year's approach to curriculum. An integrated curriculum approach has been incorporated to maximise engagement, connectedness to content, and create authentic learning experiences. Integrated curriculum involves 6 key elements. These include specialised, cross-curricular, thematic, project-based, school-specialised, and community-focused.
Synchronised approach. This science unit successfully integrates English and mathematics through planning and alignment with other subject areas. Cross-curricular approach. Big ideas underpin this science unit, such as critical thinking and problem solving, through working cooperatively and collaboratively.
Thematic approach. This science unit allows teachers to share resources and ideas and collaboratively plan work around the common theme of environment.
Project-based approach. This science unit encourages students to dispel boundaries between subject areas through links with other subject areas, such as mathematics, SOS, and English.
School specialised approach. This science unit embodies the school's core specialisation, the coastal environment and marine studies. Community-focused approach. This science unit allows students to gain the knowledge and skills to actively address issues concerning their environment.
The approach to science curriculum.
Science provides opportunities for students to develop their skills of working scientifically by engaging them in thinking critically and creatively in problem-solving process. Students work individually and in teams in planning and conducting investigations. They are encouraged to critically analyse data and information, evaluate issues and problems, develop questions for inquiry and investigation, and draw evidence-based conclusions. Students are called on to apply and communicate their findings, understandings and viewpoints in a scientifically literate way when making decisions about the environment, the natural and technological world.
This science unit focuses on an inquiry approach to learning through investigating and communicating ideas. Students work both individually and cooperatively through a hands-on approach. They critically analyse data and information through problem-solving processes. They evaluate ideas and problems, develop questions for inquiry and investigation, and make evidence-based conclusions. Students communicate findings and understanding and their viewpoints. They are given opportunity to evaluate and reflect throughout the unit. Developing this hands-on unit and lesson sequence allows the students to take on the role of a scientist and explore in a hands-on way the process of scientific data collection, in turn creating an authentic and contextualised learning experience We firmly believe that this hands-on approach, combined with a challenging nature and collaborative lesson design, will appeal to our middle year students.
Our learning experiences are centred around the Dimensions of Learning pedagogical framework, which focuses on learning as an interactive process, providing a comprehensive approach to instruction, responding to changing physical, cognitive and socio-emotional needs, and promoting constructivism, authentic achievement and connectedness to the world.
Learning collaboratively involves partnerships being established in the classroom between the teacher and the student, co-construction of understanding through representing, communicating, and validating ideas and points of view. This science unit provides opportunities for students to participate in decision-making processes and to adopt different roles within the discourse of the classroom.
The intellectual growth of middle school students must be acknowledged and supported by matching students' dramatic changes in thinking ability with increased expectations of what they can achieve. Our constructivist pedagogy promotes higher order thinking by linking students' interests, prior knowledge and learning strategies. This science unit further develops students' higher order thinking by placing students at the centre of knowledge acquisition through hands-on field studies and research, comprehension of ideas through comparison and cause and effect, and analysis, synthesis and evaluation through presentation and reflection of ideas.
Our approach to assessment comprises a balance of formative, summative and diagnostic practices. All three assessment practices take into account the need to support student learning and to assist teachers to improve their instruction. Our formative assessment approach comprises of four main elements: knowing our students, working collaboratively with guidance and support staff if required, promoting self and peer-to-peer assessment, and finally, the use of effective teacher feedback to help guide improvement.
A balance of assessment types have been used in this science unit. It has taken into account the students' interests and capabilities, which will enhance connectedness and responsiveness to learning and assessment. Increasing autonomy by providing students with a role in negotiating goals, timing, and manner, this unit design is tailored, diverse, and provides a range of learning and assessment options. This science unit enables students to engage productively in self-assessment to improve learning outcomes, and there are opportunities for all students to explore new, emerging, and traditional technologies in assessment. Assessment is used to determine the student's initial knowledge, understanding and skills, to monitor student progress and to collect information to report student achievement. In this unit, the assessment cycle is continuous. Students receive and give themselves feedback on what they have learnt and what needs to be done to continue their learning. Students gain information about their learning through feedback from teachers and from self-assessment and peer assessment. The challenge and complexity of the assessment tasks increase to enable students to develop evaluative and independence as they assess their own knowledge, understanding and skills and determine ways to improve their learning. Students will be given the opportunity to design their own assessment piece to demonstrate their level of understanding, allowing students to be responsible for their own learning and promote creativity and independence.
We firmly believe that the students will enthusiastically embrace this unit.
We need you, the teachers and administration, to support the implementation of this important unit of work.
When considering this proposal, please take into consideration the effective pedagogical approach and assessment practices we have outlined, as well as the crucial learning outcomes that this unit will provide.
Thank you for your time.